Recently, I was given the idea to record my thoughts aloud rather than writing them down in a journal. So this is my first audio recording of my current project, the Orbital Strike Cannon. The Orbital Strike Cannon is a theoretical weapon that allows me to drop rings of TNT on a predetermined set of coordinates. In theory, it should cause a massive explosion in the area, and it can be lethal, or it can be used as a tactic to scare. I am more partial to the second idea, but should things work differently, or should I be ordered to make things work differently, then I shall. The weapon was originally designed using the blueprints for another theoretical weapon called the railgun. Now, in theory, the railgun could fire multiple arrows at the same time using a large explosion to fire them into a singular or lined up target. The problem with the railgun was if it was too far away from its target, or if the target was missed, it was a failure. The railgun works slightly differently than the orbital. I suppose I liked the idea of being able to fire something from a long distance, but I did not like how inaccurate it was. So the orbital, in theory, should fire with absolute precision based on the set coordinates. Currently, I am at attempt 15, the last I checked. I am finding it increasingly hard to work on this project, given how much or how little sleep I've been getting lately. It does not matter. I will make it work, no matter what. This is my second recording for the Orbital Strike Cannon project. I have made a bit of leeway with the project, though I have had to rebuild it a handful of times since I began working on it. It seems a bit more unstable than I had planned for, which is not unexpected. I will just have to figure out how to get it to work without it exploding. Today, I am needing to put a little bit of a rest on working on the project because it almost threw me off the platform today. So I am recovering a little bit. Currently, there seems to be a problem with the firing mechanism. Some disconnect between the triggers and the actual machine. I will have to look into it further. I have devised a failsafe for myself. 2, actually. The bird might prove to be helpful in making sure that this weapon does not become a problem. I am going to ask him to assist me should I ever go out of control. I still have not told the person I am making this for why I am making it. and who I am. Nonetheless, I shall continue. I will report back with my next findings soon. This is recording number 3 for the Orbital Strike Cannon. It has been a long time since I updated this log. A lot has happened. I am now on attempt 84, I believe, of recording this. And a lot has changed. I have made a lot of progress with the actual weapon, but more importantly, the person I am making it for knows my identity and has given me permission to continue despite that. I was not expecting him to understand or even want anything to do with me. Nevertheless, it is good. It means that I can continue working on this machine, and I can continue to help him should he require my assistance. I have been sleeping less and less lately. My precision in working on this project has begun to suffer. I am becoming irrational. I am not certain of why. I have theorized for a long time that there is something in my brain that is firing wrong, and it is possible that it might be from an injury. I shall go talk to the person I am building this weapon for and see what he thinks about what I should do for it. Though my current idea is to have the doctor take a look at it and see if he can help. My failsafe may not work out after all. But as long as it works for the person it's supposed to work for, then it does not matter. This is not working. My failsafe is no longer an option. The surgery did remove the thing that was poisoning me, but the hallucinations have worsened. He wants me to rest more, but I don't believe currently that is an option I have. The bird, I have had a sort of falling out with him. I feel terrible for how things went. But it does not matter. I must complete this project no matter what, to make it up to him. Everything else needs to take a back seat, so to speak. I will get this done, and if this doesn't work out the way that I am hoping it will, then it will be my fault. I need to get back to work. This is recording 5 of my findings on the Orbital Strike Cannon. during its processing. It has been a little while since I have updated this log. I would say we are currently on attempt 740 something. I don't really remember the exact number. It has come to my attention that I must build a separate machine in order to get the aiming function to work how it should. The machine that I need to build must control where the coordinates go, so it might take me a little bit longer than anticipated to get this project underway, but the actual machine seems to be firing well, though not without incident, unfortunately. I did catch myself on fire recently. Nothing a little haircut can't fix. Maybe it's for the best that I don't wear charcoal in my hair while I am building this project. Never was really too fond of the black color. Any case, no, it's fine. I'm not going to return to... You don't have to... No, you don't... You really... It's fine. I really don't have to... You won't be upset. It's fine. It's fine. I don't yell, please. What was I saying? Right, the firing mechanism. It should only take me about a week longer than anticipated to get that machine working, but I need to design it, which will be another week. I have not been back recently. I do not know if he is looking for me. I don't know why he'd be looking for me. You and I both know that we don't understand why he does half the things he does. Why he thinks I'm a good person when I'm not. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to get this to work. I'm going to make sure this weapon functions the way it should, even if it means building another machine to get it working properly. I need to get back to work. This is my final recording for the Orbital Strike Cannon. It's gone now. Yesterday, or the day before, I had it destroyed by the person I was making it for. And it's probably for the best that it's gone now. I implore whoever finds this not to ever build it. I'm going to leave the schematics and the instructions and my journal behind with this, just in case. But this weapon is not to be used unless it is a final resort. It might sound quite dramatic to say it this way, but I believe in the wrong hands, the Orbital could spell the end for this place. And I'm not talking about it being another nuclear wasteland, because that's not how the weapon works. I'm talking about a bad organization getting their hands on it and killing anyone who dare oppose them. So, in order to keep that from happening, I would like to explain on how to avoid an orbital blast. It is possible. The Orbital works by firing rows and rows of fallen TNT. Should you employ these methods, then you should be okay. It only attacks the first layer that it lands upon. So if you dig about 5 or 6 meters on the ground and the point of impact, you should be able to avoid it. Likewise, the same for building upward. If you are able to get, I want to say, 10 meters above ground from the point of explosion, you should take damage, but it should not kill you. And if you were towards the end of the ring, stepping about 10 meters out from the point of blast should protect you. Of course, this will only work if you also have a shield up. So make sure if you are up against somebody with an orbital, you have a shield to protect yourself with, along with any materials you might need to dig down or build up to protect yourself. Now, I know it is quite possible for this weapon to need to be used in a future event. Should a large, dangerous group take over, we'll need a large, dangerous weapon to take them down. For this reason, I am choosing to reveal the identity of myself and the people who are involved in this weapon. My name is Linux Theohart. I work for Michael. I do not know his last name. He is the priest. Of the people who know about this weapon, Michael and I were the only ones intending to use it. Lucinda and Cyrus, the bird, they are 2 people I have entrusted with the location and the knowledge of this weapon. Callum also is aware, but he was never aware of the location. So if you were to ask any of them about it, they would probably point you in my direction, though it is not likely that I would be allowed to rebuild it. The point being, it is possible to rebuild, as much as I said otherwise. The failsafes destroy the weapon at hand, the one that they're attached to, but they do not spell complete destruction for the weapon for eternity. I am capable of rebuilding the failsafes and reattaching them to the orbital should I need to. But only I am aware of how to build the failsafes, and you will not get very far without them. So in order to rebuild this, then you will need my help. Whoever finds this, please, I implore you, do not, under any circumstances, build this weapon unless it is entirely necessary. Innocent people will get hurt, and that is the last thing I want. If you cannot prove to me that it is worth rebuilding, then you will never see it. I am sorry for putting this weapon out there into the world. I should not have even begun its process, but now that I have, I'm sure it'll come back at some point to bite me. This is the last recording I will make of this weapon. Goodbye.